Hey guys, I don't know why that thing's up there. I don't know. There it went. It left. It said comments, but I don't see anything. I don't see nobody on here. I don't know if there's anybody on here. I'm not. I'm just go stay here. The dogs have been fighting for the past couple days. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't have a clue. They've been wanting to fight. I went down and left them in here today and went to the chickens, feed the chickens, and Chase come hollering. He wasn't in school today. Mama, they're fighting, so I come back. Ah, my sweet Selena. Hey, darling, how are you doing, honey? So I had two of the little dogs, and I took and put them in the shower and to wash. Actually, well, they need a shower. They need a bath, so I put them in the shower and wash. They had blood on one of them had blood on their ear, so I told them. I was talking to them. Megan said she was in there listening to me, and she said, y'all was saying, every time y'all get in a fight, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put you in the shower. So if you don't like the shower, you better not be fighting anymore. How is your husband, Selena? Is he doing okay? I love you too, sweetie. I just thought I'd come on here. I don't know. I was trying to, yes, seriously, I'm being honest. I mean, I've got Boston Terriers, and if I knew that they were bred to fight, but of course, when you see a Boston Terrier, you see them with their little black and white, and they got a little bow tie, and you think they're good to go. But I'll tell you one thing, they will grab a hold of something and won't let it go. And then I've got my boxer, and they fight too. They just won't take nothing off of them. And poor Rebel, Megan said they were over the door fighting, just attacking each other. And poor Rebel was looking like, what are y'all doing? What do I do? Hi. Hey, Molly. Izzy is stubborn. Is that your dog? Or do you have a cat? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here. Smart move. Yeah, well, I gave him a bath. I said I put him in the shower, one at a time, of course. But of course, I was in there too. I had put me and I said, so I took one out and dried it, and then I got the other one back in there. So anyway, at least they got a bath. They're all pooped out right now. Yeah, it was. They needed to be clean anyway. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but with them, I tell you, because I mean, when they get to fighting, it's like, I mean, they really hurt each other. And Princess, she's got a bad leg. She's the biggest one. It's like, I mean, they all attack her and just grab on for a dear life. Well, oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know you had a service dog. That's nice. Well, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody. I'm still getting cards and hey, Selena, you and I got our names picked. So, are you going to send me an email? Anyway, yeah, I got to figure out what I'm gonna get you for your present, for your gift. I might go outside, Selena, and see if I can find some green grass and pull that up, and hopefully it'll stay green until you get it, and that'll be your gift. Hmm. Lord have mercy, I'm just teasing. I didn't. Well, I know that, and I know that. I know that. I mean, even people that I haven't even known that was on YouTube, um, that I haven't even come in contact with have sent me messages and but my grandkids, they're the best. They Hey Derek, how are you? Hi Misty, how are you? Um, Megan, she's forever trying to do things for me, making sure everything's okay and bless Chase's heart. Jeff wanted to get the front porch painted. We hadn't stained our front porch for a long time, and it needed it. It needed it bad because the sun it's just so hot in the front of the house, and there's stuff on the porch that needed to be taken off, and I mean it needed to be washed, and I am some. Yeah, I took in this morning. Well, yesterday, Chase. He's my 15-year-old grandson. I think he turned 15. He he started cleaning the porch off, like a spot at a time, and he would wash it, wait till it would dry, and then he would stain it. Bless his heart, because he knew that Papa, that was his. He knew he wanted to get it done, and I mean, either I had something on the porch or somebody else would bring something and put it on the porch, and we never got to the point that we got it all off to where we could stain it. He did get the back porch stained this year. And so there's Chase out there, like moving things a little bit at a time and washing it, unstaining it. At first, I was upset with him because I'm like, well, I went down to and this is a couple days ago, and I shouldn't have been upset with him. But, he was out there staining it, and he had he had stained the steps. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, this isn't how it's done. You stain, you start in the back. And I said, I'm going to walk up those steps. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to walk up them. And I did. And I don't know. But he took the sedative to, and I just said, and he's like, what's the big deal me doing this, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just, that's just not how you do it. It need to be pressure washed and things like that. But I thought, whatever. Yeah, well, Selena. So anyway, I got up this morning, or I don't know. I went to church last night with a friend, and I don't know if I think I come home and he had moved stuff off the porch and moved it around and had it piled up in the front window. It's like I can't stand to be looking out my front window and there's stuff piled up in it. But he was just doing what he knew to do, to get that paint, to get that porch stained, because he knew that Papa wanted it. That was what he wanted, to get the porch stained. And so he would move stuff and over out of the way. Then he'd paint it. He'd stain it. After it dry, he'd move it in a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So then this evening, this tonight, I noticed I said, well, there was like two boards right at the front of the house, at the front as we come up the steps. And they were light. I didn't say nothing, but his daddy said, how come they're not stained? And he's like, well, people are walking on them. I have to wait. So he was out there. What time is it now? 9 something. He was up there at 8 o'clock finishing um, the front of the steps, so and could dry. And it's like, okay, maybe I'm sorry. Well, maybe it's just me not talking loud enough. Maybe is that better? I'm sorry. Um, I know it's probably because I was just turning the other way, but I'm telling you, it's so hard to try to deal with people to get things done. It takes longer than what you expect. I think if I could just get the paperwork done, the business side of it, I would feel a whole lot better. And um, but it's gonna take longer than what I thought. Really, because well, everybody's having trouble. I mean, there must be so many people on Facebook, and I'm sorry. Really, I am. Well, it's not only all weekend. And I'm on my phone too, so that could be a reason too. Uh, I didn't even think about getting on my laptop. I didn't want to do it. I didn't even know. I didn't even think about coming on. But anyway, I went out this morning and cleaning some of the trash out of the truck. And then I got in on the driver's seat and started it up to hear it run to try have a little closer time. You know, I just don't know. Yeah, I know. You have decisions you need to make and you don't know what to do. But I have I have an uncle. I called him this morning about some decisions what I needed to make about doing, and talked to him for a long time. My daddy called me last night from Oklahoma and talked for a long time. I don't know. I just don't know. Then I have other family members that I think are being mean, and they think I'm being mean. So I just, I just not gonna talk to them because, I've got to think about me for a little while anyway, and my children and my grandchildren. The church that I went to last night was really good, really nice. I mean, it had a lot of the old songs, like the hymns that I used to sing, and the preacher was really good. It was really a good service. It really was. And I went with a friend across, well, my next door neighbor across the road. They've lived there as long as I've been here. My next door neighbor across the road, well, pretty much everyone across the road going down the road have been my neighbors as long as I've been here. And I just, I've been, I just don't know what I've been doing. Today I didn't really do nothing. I just, I don't know. All I could do is just pick up stuff and pile it on the bed, and then it's like, I mean, before you know it's over with, the day's gone, and it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, I know I was supposed to go live this morning, and I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I knew I had to call the bank at 9 o'clock and try to get somebody to talk to me, but and so I don't know. I just went out to the truck, and that's where I was. So I do apologize. Um, yeah, I know, honey. And it's just been amazing. Like I said in that one video, about being without people or being lonely or not having people. I mean, I'm a loner anyway. I know I'm a homebody. Um, if I go on vacation, I'm ready to come home in 2 days. I've had enough. That's enough for me. And it was funny the other night. I was sitting over in my chair, and these dogs, Lord have mercy, they snore, and I'm like, I don't know, it just reminded me. It sounded like Jeff was snoring uh, in the bed. I don't know. I think everybody's just waiting on him to walk in the door. That's what's so hard because everything that was done here, I mean, the grass was mowed. I mean, he was such a hard worker. But I'm just thankful that he got to be here a year, almost 2 years, on retirement. That he could spend at home with his family and with us, and get to do some things he wanted to do. I hear ya. Yeah, I appreciate it, sweetie. I know I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Misty. And and I do have special friends. Um, I know Selena, you're one of them, and there's nothing anybody can say. And of course, that's what they say. I don't know what to say. Well, there's nothing to say, and I am glad, that Jeff's in heaven. I mean, I know. I don't know. I just don't know what. I don't know. I just don't know. I know he's there, but it's just hard to think that I would be alone. And I don't mean alone. I know I've got friends and I've got Jesus, but he was my everything. He, you know, he was my best friend, my provider. I could depend on him to do anything in the world for me. He'd do whatever I asked him to do. It's just gonna take time. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you what about the fibro. My the day after the graveyard service, my nephew had asked me to go with him to Tennessee, and my sister. So I said, okay, why not? Well, that was family night. So the day of the service, they were leaving the next day And I didn't even think about it being a holiday. You know, days just run. I don't even know what day it is. I have to go around and tell myself, like the day I said, okay, today's Monday. Um, so I told him I'd go. Then when I got home from the graveyard service, it's like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. You know, I have to be here, you know. Um, and I had called my sister and I told her, and, you know, I could tell in her voice she was just so disappointed, you know, because, you know, Jeff was like a dad or a brother to her. So, yeah. So, anyway, about the fibro, I didn't have time for it to. On the way down there, my restless legs, you know, we had to stop one time or up there, wherever. And then, and it was so funny because I would wake up early and I'd hear my phone going off and I'd check, you know, I would just hear it like ding, you know, ding, ding. And I'd look over and it would be a message from somebody, um, one of you guys. And, you know, I wanted to talk to you and spend time with you because y'all are my family. But then yet I had my blood family, you know, to spend time with too. And, you know, um, I enjoyed myself. There was times that I would just sit, like if we would go to the park or something, you know, I just, you know, I would tell my sister to go on with the girls and, you know, and do whatever, watch with her that I'd be okay. I would sit and just, you know, I'm a people watcher. I'll tell you, I'm a people watcher. I love to watch people. I don't know why. And it's not out of being making or laughing at them or something. It's just like, you know, I'm just, you know, that song, I'm a girl watcher. I'm a people watcher. I don't know. I just like to watch people, you know, and, or then, you know, I'd sit for a little bit, then I'd get up and I'd walk around and I'd go in the store and, you know, just kind of pick up whatever, little here, the little here or there. But with the fibromyalgia, I didn't have, when I come home, we left, I don't remember what day it was, Monday morning, and I slept in the car all the way home. And when I come home, I laid on the bed and I slept all day, the rest of the day, and slept that night. And then the next day, I slept like you know, half a day. So that's when it kicked in, you know, because it was so hard because I knew, you know, when you have to do something and, you know, and you have to push yourself. You can't let it take. I mean, with me, that's the way it is with me. I just, because I knew I had to get through this. I knew I had to get the funeral and I mean, there was days that I didn't, you know, I just thought, well, you know, I'm just going to be late for family night. I just don't, you know, because it, it slows me down. You know, I'm just not as fast as I used to be. But anyway, you know, everything worked out all right. But like right now, you know, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. I did go to church Sunday, and my son, the youngest one, and the two grandkids, and I went, and I said, well, I don't know what y'all could do, but I'm not going to sit in my normal spot. And so anyway, they ended up sitting on the back row and on the other side where I usually sit. And I'm like, well, I never sit back there before. But I don't know, I kind of liked it. But, it was just different. And then talking to people, and the worst part about it, the thing that it was so funny on the way home. I looked at my sister and I said, I'm a widow. You don't hear those names anymore. You don't hear those words. But I don't know why I said that. I was like, but I don't know. That's just what come to my mind. I guess that's better than being a divorcee, I would say to me. I'm like, oh, you're divorced, you're married. Are you divorced? You married? They don't have that on there. It's like, are you married? Are you divorced? Are you married? Are you divorced? Well, I stuck through it thick and thin, and I'm glad I did. Hey, uh, just a bad day. It wasn't just a bad day for me. It was also, I think, a bad day for the whole family. I don't know why. It's like you want to accept it, but I mean, it's only been a couple weeks, but time goes by. Friday it'll be 3 weeks, and then next thing you know, it'll be a month, and I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you're right. Oh, I bet I am Selena right now. I don't know if I am or not, girl. Hey, Becky, Sandy, how are y'all doing? I'm gonna have to get off here because my son's gonna come in here and tell me I need to go to bed. He's put me in on curfew now. Um, I stayed up. Well, I was. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all follow Tiffany or not, but I was on that all night show with her the other night. And I'm telling you, I was never so embarrassed in all my life. And see, that's the thing when the fibro hit me. I was sitting there and I think I had went one time around and then it was might have been my second time around. I just dozed off and went to sleep. And, and that's what it does to me. Uh, I mean, like I could be sitting here and I could be looking at something on my phone, and the phone will just fall out of my hand like that because I fell asleep. Um, Good night, Misty. I'm not gonna stay around long. I'm gonna get off here a minute, and 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 they were worried about me. It's like I had so many comments, and oh my gosh, I'd never. It's like, oh well, whatever. Just laugh about it. But anyway, tomorrow on Dawn's channel, we're gonna do an early. Um, I'm trying to think what time it was. Oh, it's 12:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Tuesday, and it's going to be on Dawn's channel. We're going to have a sale, and we're going to have a special guest. So, well, actually, it's going to be Susie Woozy and myself and Dawn. So, if y'all can come by, I mean, I'm going to try to get up in the morning and do something inspirational. But, here I am talking to you guys. And I just want y'all to know that I love you, but you know that Jesus loves you 100% more than I do. But I do love you, and I do thank everyone for your prayers, and continue to pray for my family, my boys, especially. I don't see them during the day. I know they're by themselves, and I don't see them hurting or. And right now, it's hard on them. So please continue to pray. And I'm going to go. And I love y'all, and I will talk to you later. All right. Bye bye.